Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Hi. Hello. Am I right in the camera? Let me do it back like this. Okay. Hi, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I know TT a little late today, but TT had some business to take care of today. How y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are coming on in. I'm going to set up all my other stuff. I have some like super amazing stuff to talk about. Let's just see here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Y'all can come on in. Oh, it's hot, hot, hot here. It's so hot, y'all. It's just like, oh my gosh. All right, where y'all at? Where y'all at on Wednesday? Oh, where you at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Okay. I'm gonna get my notes and stuff together so I won't be having to make y'all wait on that. Hopefully YouTube is notifying you guys that I am live right now. So hold on a second. Let's see. Cause you know I don't tell that I am. So we are going to, oh, here y'all come. Hi, y'all. Hi, happy Wednesday. I've got some good stuff to talk about. Listen, y'all have been, oh, let me take this thing out of my ear. Y'all have been, y'all so funny. Let me tell y'all that. Okay, Stella, not today now. Not today. Y'all, why is this right here? Like, what's happening? Y'all are so funny because y'all have been, saying to me, sending me text messages like, I cannot wait, not text messages, I'm sorry. Emails and everything, giving me your testimonies, but then you're like, I cannot wait till Wednesday. I cannot wait till Wednesday. And I want y'all to know that I cannot wait either. I'd be so excited. So, y'all know the drill. Let me know where you're from. Thank you, Ran, for the coffee. I have not had any coffee today. I've not had any coffee today. And I don't like when y'all can see this lamp thing. So I'm going to take this down because this irritates. Oh, did I break it? Lord Jesus. That irritates me. So, hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Can you take that around, possibly? What's going on? How y'all doing? It's so hot here. Is it hot where y'all are? So yesterday it was 99. The day before that it was 102. Today it's 90 and we are under flood warnings. I'm gonna pull this up some. We are under flood warnings. Okay, y'all? Flood warnings, you hear me? Okay. All right, so anyway, how y'all doing? Good? Good. Okay, let me see who's in the house real quick. Rad from Hawaii. Again, thank you for the coffee. I have not had any yet. And y'all, I want y'all to know something about me is that even when it is hot, I drink hot coffee still. Yes, I am a true Southern girl. I drink hot coffee. I don't do iced coffee. I know it's probably really good, but I can't get with it. Okay, so let's see who else is here. We got Texas in the house, Hawaii's in the house. Monica, you know what, Monica? I just read your testimony this morning. Again, I have a stack, but when I see people that are actually in the chat room, even though now we put them on my iPad so I have them in order, I can flip to yours. See, I'm getting more techie, y'all. Aren't y'all proud of me? Who else? Who else is here? Let's see. Boston's in the house. New Jersey's in the house. Okay, I said California, right? We've got Georgia in the house. Hi, Miss Judy. So good to see you. Knoxville, Tennessee in the house. Stella, with the ball. And we've got the UK in the house. Welcome. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm going to jump into it because I have so much to talk about. Hi, Erica. I'm glad you're here because Erica can testify because I don't know if Miss Linda's going to testify. But before I even start, I want to tell you guys that we have started. Oh, there's some housekeeping I got to do. Hold on. Before I do that, somebody just pinged me and said, you got housekeeping to do. So let me see what's the housekeeping. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what's going on. I want to jump right into it because I'm so excited. There's so many good things I have to tell y'all. So let me see. See, I bragged about being more techie and I'm not even signed into where I need to be signed into. That's what happens, right? That's what happens. Scan this thing. What? I'm not doing that. What is going on? I'm not doing any of this. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. All this stuff to keep people from getting into your accounts, make it hard for you to even get in your accounts. I'm thankful for the security, but my goodness. Can we make it easier? Like, bro. It's hard. They make it hard now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sign me in. Sign me in. Okay, sign me in. Okay. Use another device to choose a Google. What? Try another. What is happening? I don't need to use that. Just let me use my password. I don't have time for all that foolishness. I'm trying to sign into my iPad. I got it. I got it. Thank you, though. See, somebody heard me in here fussing. They said, anyway, okay, I got some housekeeping to do. All right, so here's the first housekeeping thing. Angels with Fran. Okay, so let me tell y'all why I do a lot of the things that I do. Because y'all email me and y'all complain a lot about, I want to do a session but this. I want to do this but that. I want to do this but this. And, you know, that just tells me that we still have some more mindset work to do. And that's okay. Angels with Fran TV, we now have subscriptions. Did y'all know that? Did y'all see a little join button? Okay. So on the tier 1, so the subscriptions are called Spiritual and Rich. So I'm going to give y'all a little background about what this is going to be before you join it. I don't want you to jump into something and think you're going to get something else because I want to be clear. This is for people who want to increase their wealth with spiritual principles. So there will be a lot of teaching about prosperity from a metaphysical, biblical principles, as well as, let me just tell you, the first tier, you get loyalty badge next to your name in the comments and live chats, custom emojis to use in the live chats, member only weekly messages from Spirit. So when Spirit gives me information about stocks or about money movement or about anything that they feel like you need to know, I'm going to post those in the community. You get priority questions during live sessions. So that's if you are on this live and you have a question you want me to answer, you'll have a badge so I'll know it's you, and those will get priority, right? Then there's tier 2, and tier 2 you get the loyalty badge next to your name in the comments and chats. You get all the same things, but you get member only, what is this? You get member only live prosperity money lessons. So this is different than the prosperity teaching that I send out when you sow a seed. You will get specific money lessons, worksheets, prosperity decrees, how to create your own covenant, things like that. You'll get lots of stuff. And you'll get member only prosperity live Q&A. So in tier 2, you get to have a Q&A with me about money, anything money, all things money, anything you want to. Plus, there will be live content in there, or some content in there, because I don't know if they'll let me do it live, where I have millionaire meetings. So you'll get to tag along with me when I go to the bank, when I see certain stockbrokers, when I see people that deal with money, and there'll be maybe try to be some guests in that second one, millionaire speakers, so that you guys can talk to other women who have made money and sustained money from the spiritual principles. And also, I think that's it. That's it. So if you have any questions, you can always email us, but you can just hit the join button and it'll tell you everything you get. So that's the housekeeping that I want to tell you. Now, let me get into the fun stuff, because you know what? I don't like talking about that stuff, but let's get into the fun stuff. Boom. All right. So this week, we started 21 day debt detox. Man. That's why I said I'm glad Erica's here, because I don't see anybody else yet that was in the class live, right? So the 21 day detox classes are recorded, so people who can't attend can still get it. Man. All right, so I'm gonna start with Miss Linda first, because Miss Linda's testimony was so powerful that it just, I don't even know what to say. Anyway, so I must condense it though. So Miss Linda has been following me for a long time. I remember when she first came in, because she's older and she's Southern. She's from Arkansas, and she reminded me of my mom and my family, because we're all Southern. Anyway, but Miss Linda was older, and she was trying to do some things in her life. And so she came in, and she would come to every live, every Sunday service. And then she joined the Angel Circle when I was doing the Angel Elite Circle. Then she took my money mindset detox. She was there for the vision board. So this is where she got her breakthrough, was with the vision board, right? So she told us, you know what, Fran, I do everything you tell me to do. Everything you say to do, I do that. And she said, so I remember when she wanted to move from Arkansas and she wanted another job. And I can't tell you the testimony like she tells it, but I got to tell the testimony. So she said that she was tithing and she was seeding, and she wanted to move, and things just wasn't coming together. And something happened with her landlord, so she had to move. And she said that she was asking for a different job where she could have these benefits and have this apartment, et cetera, et cetera. So she, after my vision board class, she did what I said about the vision board, and she created this vision board. And then kind of out of the blue, she got this opportunity for this job in Texas, right? And so she was just like, I don't know at first, but you know what, Lord, I'm going to do what you tell me to do. If this is what you want me to do, I've been asking for something different. So she ended up getting the job in Texas. She had to move across from Arkansas to Texas. She did not have any money, right? Because the job that she was associated with, this was a different job. It was a new job. So the other job, I think, had ended or something. And she ended up getting this job in Texas, and she had no money. And her kids were like, you're just really going to pack up and just leave? And she was like, yep, I'm going to pack my dogs up and I'm going to go, because I asked and I have faith and I trusted. Long story short, by the time she was getting ready to move to Texas, she had $15,000 in her bank account. And we were all like, oh my gosh, oh my. And she says, and most of that $15,000 came from, remember a long time ago, you told us to start doing investing options in Cashapp? I said, I do remember that. I still talk about that even now. And she said, that's where most of my money came from. It came from Cashapp. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I'm going to say it again because it bears repeating, right? When I tell y'all to do something, you'll know when I'm just talking, because I'll just be talking. right? Like I'm doing right now. The information that I give you comes from the Holy Spirit. It does not come from me. When I tell y'all to do something, I give you specific instructions about something, there's a reason for that. And you should definitely pray about it yourself, or, seek your own guidance on it. But when I get it, I give it to you because I'm being told about that. So she took minimum money and put it into stocks in Cashapp. When she moved, she ended up moving and had $15,000 to pay her rent and do whatever else she wanted to do. And she explained to us that she has everything she wanted to have. She's, my apartment is by the glaciers or some mountains or something in Texas. She said, I'm right by the Mexican border. I get to see all this beautiful sunset, sunrise. She took a chance. She operated in faith. She took a leap. She paid her tithes. She did what she was supposed to do. And now she is living her dream and ready to move on to the next dream. Okay, anyway. Let me tell you something. Debt Detox, the 21-day Debt Detox is fire. It's fire already, and we only have one day. The testimonies that were told in that class on day one, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. The wait list is up if y'all want to sign up for it, and catch the next round. But I'm telling you, y'all missing something if you're not in Debt Detox. It's a wonderful class. It is, Erica. It's just going to get better. All right, so now I'm going to tell Monica's testimony since Monica is here. Let me go to my little thing, Monica. Hold on. Let me go to my little files. I have files of testimonies, y'all. Files. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to Monica's. Hold on, Monica. I got you filed in here. Okay. Monica said, Dr. Fran, I made a quick $20. So instead of tithing $2, I tithe $10 into your ministry. Now, whenever you sow a seed for us, y'all know what I do with it already. Okay, I'm not going to say nothing else. She said a few minutes ago, I kid you not, an hour later, I went to get some food and the restaurant had a $1,000 raffle. I just won $1,000. More tithes and offerings are on the way. Talk to you live on Wednesday. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I want to share this before I got one more testimony I'm going to talk about, but I want to say this. Do y'all know that the world, the universe right now is in an 8? Did y'all know that? Like, the world number is an 8 right now. Do you know that in numerology and even in angel numbers, 8 equals abundance and prosperity? It equals infinite abundance and prosperity. And I cannot remember the last time the world was in an 8. I can't remember. But the world is in an 8 right now. This is a time for you to sow some seeds, plant some seeds, call in your blessings, get specific about the things that you desire to see show up in your life and why you desire them. The universe is going to deliver. If you take one step, let me tell y'all something. And this is not even I'm going to share a testimony from me. The other day I tithe. I don't even want to scare y'all with my tithes, but this was just a seed I was sowing. And I think it was $5,500. I think the seed was $5,500 or something. It was a 5 something. And I remember saying, I'm sowing this into the fertile soil for the return of what I was asking for. today, one of the reasons why I'm all dressed up, today I went and met with a lady who is over these retreat centers, and she has yoga retreats and things like that. And she says, we really could use a teacher like you to ground and, the healing component, the modalities, whatever. She says, I know that I've been following you for a while. We've been talking about this for a minute, and I would love to go ahead and hire you and secure you for 3 events. And so I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. That sounds great. I would love to do that. And she says, okay, so I can give you a deposit. And when I tell you that the deposit was approximately 5-folds of what I had just sold, you would think I was lying, but I'm not. Everything you do, let me say this. You have to do things with clarity. You have to do things with intention. You should never sow a seed without an intention. You should never give any kind of monetary thing that you want to return on. Even if you're investing into the stock market, you should not invest in stocks, bonds, securities, anything without an intention, right? You should have an intention and you should have an expectation. An intention and an expectation. You don't want to just do it. If you are in a bad mood, don't sow no seed. If you are saying, I have to sell this because this is my obligation, don't sow no seed, keep it. Just keep it. Because it's not going to return the way you want it to because your intentions are not right. Right? Okay, yeah. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm going to read one more and then we're going to move on. So this testimony comes from, I'm just going to say her name is IW because this is kind of personal, right? Okay, I'm going to say IW because it's personal. And she said, I just sold another seed to pay off my house mortgage. Then she says, I've been listening to you for a long time and believing to step out in faith and believing for a blessing. I would also like to thank you for praying for my daughter. I'm not going to say her daughter's name. Who was in a domestically violent relationship. She has been free from that bondage for a year now. She is happy, has gained some weight, and is going to counseling. She has been promoted on her job and is planning to go back to school to become a radiologist. She is so much happier and at peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for freeing my daughter. Amen. So Wednesdays we talk about money, right? We're going to be talking about different things about money in the subscription, if you join the subscription. So I want to make sure I say that because I won't be giving the same information that I give here. I never give the same information in 2 places. If you follow me for a while, Spirit's always giving me information and I'm always giving it, and it's always somewhat different. It may sound the same, but it's all different. When this lady came to me, she has been following me for a while. She's part of the Sacred Elite Circle, and she's done some other things. I remember having a conversation about her daughter. And listen, y'all know how we can be as parents, right? When it comes to our children, we are just like fierce warriors. But her daughter was in a situation that there was nothing that she could physically do. There was nothing that she could physically do to remove her daughter from the situation. So she came to me and talked to me about it. And I believe we set up an altar. I'm not sure. I'm not sure now, but I think she did an altar with me. And she sowed a seed, and I said, you know, one thing I know about me, I can get a prayer through, right? And I could feel her pain. Like I have a daughter, right? I have children. But even if I didn't have children, who wants to to watch somebody they love be mistreated? Like, who wants that? Nobody wants that. But I could feel her. I could feel her. I think our daughters are the same age. I could feel her, right? And I was just like, okay, this has got, God, we're gonna have to break this, right? I remember my guides and guardians and my angels giving me specific instructions on what to say, how to say it, how to set the altar, when to pray the altar. Listen, they be working me too hard sometimes. Let me just say that, because I have people who do money altars with me. Then I have people who do healing altars. I have people to do court case altars. But this was different, right? Somebody coming to you with something like this is totally different. And no matter how much I try to, protect myself, and I do protect myself, and I am protected, some things hit you different, right? They just do. And I was like, Satan, and I don't use that often, right? But I was like, Satan, you're going to release this. You're going to release this daughter. You're going to release this child from the hand of this enemy. Because there was a lot to it. I remember it so clear. And I don't remember everything, but there was a lot to it. I said, you are going to return her to her state of being, because that's what God says. He is a healer, a way maker, mind regulator, heart fixer, and he is no shorter than his word, and you don't have the power. It took some time, but y'all see the testimony, don't y'all? Listen, this ain't Sunday service, so we ain't gonna go all of the day, but I'm gonna come back to this. When she came to me, listen, you can come and ask me stuff. You can come and ask me today. You can come and say, you know what, TT Fran, what stock should I invest in? And I tell you, oh, go get you some Walmart stock. Go get it on Cashapp or whatever. If you don't get the stock on Walmart, you can't be mad if you ain't making no money off the stock, right? Because I told you what to do, right? And anything that someone tells you what to do, you can always ask for understanding of it. You can always say, listen, okay, God, higher power, higher source, however you identify, angels, however you identify. You can say, okay, I really need some guidance on this. TT Fran told me this. I'm not quite sure. It feels good to me, but I just need some confirmation. Let me tell y'all something. Spirit will give you confirmation. They will give it to you, but you have to ask for it. All right, what y'all talking about in the comments? Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. Something is flying. I'm getting too excited. It's telling me to calm down. That's what it is. Okay, let's see. We got Trinidad and Tobago in the house. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, thank you, Erica. I've always been blessed by the courses I've taken. Thank you, Erica. I love you. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anybody's states first. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Oh, Wendela's in Virginia. Hey, Wendelin, welcome. Okay. All right. So, Wendelin sent, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Make sure you send your petition. You know how to send your petition. teamangelswithfran@gmail.com, so I can put it on the altar. Thank you. Dr. Fran, I have been receiving financial blessings since sowing into your ministry. Well, you got to send me a testimony and let me know what's going on. I love reading them. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can see my iPad, Naima, I love Naima. Thankful for Naima as a team member. Thank you, Naima. She's the tech girl. That's the one that does all y'all. If you are in any classes, if you are in any classes on the Intentional Living Academy or anything like that, she's the one that reaches out to you when you have problems or whatever. She gave me this app and she has she scanned the documents, loaded all the testimonies in so I can have them, as well as she puts them in a folder so we can print them off and put them on the altar. So I pray over your petitions, and I say what God wants me to say over your petitions. Plus, I take your own words and I print them out and I put them on the altar. So, just so y'all know that. Okay, thank you, Gwendolyn. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Well, right now it's just a waiting list, and the next course doesn't start until mid-August, but I've already got 3 people in it and I only take 10 people. So if you want to do it, head on over there. There's a firm, Afterpay, Klarna. We made it so easy. There's no reason. If you ask me, there's no reason nobody should be in the group. Everybody should be in it, if you ask me. All right, let's see. Who else? Rashida. Hi, Rashida. Hi, Rashida. Our first miracle's here. Hi, Dr. Fran. I sold my first seed at Angels with Fran, just wondering when the prosperity teaching is sent. The prosperity teaching is sent every month. And when you sow your seed, you get a prosperity teaching. You only get the one prosperity teaching a month, no matter how many seeds you sow. I want to make that clear. But look in your spam folder because they're sent out immediately. If you don't find it in there, reach out to the Team Angels with Fran and tell them, hey, I didn't get it. Naima has also given me a system now where we can keep track of who we are sending the teachings to and on what day we send them. And we haven't started that system yet. But what we do is we just kind of keep track of, okay, we check it off on paper, but now we're going to have it so that we can see it. So check your spam folder and make sure that you're tithing from the same email you want the prosperity teaching to go to, because they send them it triggers it almost immediately to go out. So if you haven't gotten it, please reach out and we'll send it back to you. Thank you. Let's see. Kayla said, read mine. Okay, Kayla, that's right. I do have yours. Hold on. I had yours down for next week, but since you're here, let me read it. Let me go to it. Now, wait a minute. You sent more than one. Look at her being bossy, saying, read mine. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Because I think you sent yours to Angels with Fran. So hold on. That's in a different folder. Hold on. Where is it? Y'all, hold on. Give me a minute. Because hers is good. Did you send it to Team Angels or did you send it directly to me? Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. I have so many, and I'm so thankful because that just makes me so happy. I just love it. Let's see. Hold on. I think I might have found it. Let's see. She said, read mine. Okay, let me go back to her testimony, y'all. Okay, let's see. Which one am I reading here? Do you want me to read the one? So I've already told the one about the T-Mobile credits, and I told the one about your ex-boyfriend because I was like, her ex-boyfriend, y'all, gave her $1,150. Did you send a new one? Is there something I'm missing? And if it is, tell me and we'll find it. Tell me and we will find it. Okay, let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to see if I want to just make sure I'm missing anything. Somebody said I paid half of it, so thanks. I don't know what that means. What'd you pay half of? I'm sorry. Dr. Fran, I recorded you last week when you said that your job... Okay, so this is Monica. Monica says, Dr. Fran, I recorded you last week when you said your job is not your source. I always tell people, but it hit home after I tithe when I won the $1,000 raffle. Okay. So, you know what? I want to say this. A lot of people... Okay, so I'm gonna talk about. I already talked about my meeting a little bit, but let me talk about my book club this week, so I can tell y'all this part. So we're reading this book, and in the book, it talks about how people complain about not having enough, and you know that you don't have enough from this source. So I'm going to use jobs, for instance. And let me say this, too. I'm not telling anybody to go quit their job. I'm not telling you that. But I am going to tell you that you cannot look at your job as your only source of income. It is not your only source of income. It is not your source of income, period. So in the book, the lady was talking about how she would always say that I just don't make enough money at my job. I just don't make enough money at my job. And she was trying to figure out how she could have multiple streams of income. And she said that one day it just clicked to her that none of the income is hers. She says, none of this money belongs to me anyway. I am being given a way to make this money. That was the first thing she said. She said, and the second thing is, I need to give back to where the money is coming from. And she said at that point, she realized that the source of her money, she wouldn't give money back to her job. She said, so the source of my money is not my job. Once you can wrap your head around the fact that your money does not come from your source, the money does not come from your job. The job is just the vehicle. And I will teach this and preach this and say this every time I come on YouTube until it clicks. It is not your source, right? It is a vehicle for which you are provided for and through. When I have a client, that client is not my source. I remember, let me not say never, but I remember back in the day, I used to wake up and I used to be like, oh my gosh, I need to have 2 clients today, because if I don't have 2 clients today, I'm not going to be able to pay this bill, right? I associated my clients with the income to pay my bills. Now, as I began to study and take classes and get in front of the right mentors, I realized that I was stopping my flow of abundance because I was saying, this is my source. So if Tina Turner, why I say Tina Turner? But anyway, if Tina Turner, that's just the name I pulled out of my head, decided not to pay me this week, then I wasn't going to have no money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's how I associated my money. I associated it with people, my clients. And then my mentor said, so let me ask you what will happen if you never have any more clients. And I said, well, I will say, I have to go back to work because I got to work. I got to have money to pay my bills. And so she said, so your source is your clients and your job. Well, yeah. Where else am I getting money from? And that's when she gave me the book, the laws of the dynamic laws of prosperity. And I read that book, and it changed my entire life. Your money does not come from any person, anything outside of you. You are connected to the bank. You're connected to the richest entity in the whole United States, universe, whole world. There is nobody richer, right? And you're connected to that. The minute I started saying things like, this is what I want to make a month. Okay, so this is what I'd like to have today. I don't care if you give me anything permanent, as long as I have enough to meet my daily needs every single day. I'm not hooked up on the permanent stuff. I'm not worried about that. But as long as you provide my needs every day like you said you would, I am cool. Once I started keeping my end of the bargain, God was already keeping his end of the bargain because he was already providing. I wasn't keeping my end of the bargain. But once I started keeping my end of the bargain, you couldn't stop you, girl. You could not stop me. So your job is not your source. If you are led to go buy a lottery ticket, go buy it. If you've been asking for millions of dollars and today you say, you know what, I think I'm just going to buy this lottery ticket. You got $1? Go buy it. If you feel like, you know what, I love to bake cookies, I love to bake cakes. Let me see, what can I do with that? If that comes to your head, what can you do with it? If that comes to your head, what can you do with it? Okay, so somebody just brought me your other testimony. Thank y'all. What would I do without my team? Okay, Kayla, let me do your testimony since you're here. Okay. Hi, Fran. Hi, girl. I sowed a seed last week when I got paid in the amount of $89.90. I get to work the next day and there's a bag from Lost and Found on my desk, which is odd because it doesn't even belong upstairs where my office is. When going through the bag, I see a red and a black wallet, and I opened it to see if I could find an ID to give the wallet back. When I say that there was no identification whatsoever in the wallet, I took the money out. I'm counting it and it's 42. You are so heaven sent, and I am forever grateful. I have tithe 4.2. So I'm thinking it's $4.02. And from that, I found, I tithe $4.20 from the 42 I found. And then she asked me to put the petition up for her request. Listen, let me say something to y'all. It's not magic, but it sort of is magic. Because to me, God is magical, right? I know a lot of people will say, well, I tithe $4 or I tithe $1 and I tithe this and that. I'm thankful for whatever you tithe to continue to have me teaching and help single moms and do the things that the money does. Because the money doesn't go to me. I have a job. I have a salary. I get paid. But you cannot say, I'm going to give God this dollar because this is going to be my tithe, and you make $1,000. Because God knows how much you make. I don't. What I'm trying to say to you is that when you give less than you should expect less than you should. If you work on a job and you don't give 100% and you're expecting your employer to give you 100%, it's just not going to happen. You have to stand on what you expect and what you believe and do the right things to receive those things. Because it will happen for you. Now, you found a wallet with no identification that's on your desk that has money in it, which is half of what you just tithe. How isn't that strange? No identification, nothing. That reminds me of the time when I checked my bank account, my personal bank account, and there was 4,000 something dollars and some change in there. And I had tied 400 something dollars. And I was just like, where did this money come from? I didn't get paid today. That's back when I was working. I was like, where did this $4,000 came from? I looked at my bank account. I started trying to trace the line back. Because you pay attention to your account, it'll tell you where the money came from. There was no way. There was nothing. And I was like, you know what, Lord? I'm not even going to call the bank and ask where this money came from. I'm just being honest. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know that. I said, I'm not even going to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to tithe again. Knowing that you're going to continue to bless me because I have no idea where this money comes from, but you know I needed it. Your job is not your source. Your job is not your source. Your job is not your source. Your client is not your source. Your husband is not your source. That man that you're trying to get to date you because he got all this money is not your source. I have a testimony in here. I'm not even going to read it. I'll read it next week. But she was talking about how she watched my Wednesdays and she was dating a man with money who was stingy. He wouldn't do anything for her. He would take her out to eat and buy her clothes so she could look pretty, but she couldn't even go shopping for herself. He had to be there and do it, whatever. And she said, I met this guy who has a really good job and he wants to date me. And so I let him take me out and he was so nice to me. He was so good to me. She says, and we've been dating, and even though he doesn't have the millions of dollars this guy has, he treats me like $1 million and he will do anything for me. He is a protector and a provider. When you open yourself up to the movements of the universe, the shifts in your life, when you are open and expecting and allowing things to happen, amazing things happen. And money is no different. Having money, having access to money, having money find you, flow to you, see you, come to you. Listen, I say every day, money comes to me when I call it. Money comes to me when I call it. I make money in my sleep. Money and I are friends. Money is here to support me. I am a very good steward over my money. I am a major miracle manifesting money making machine. All the money I need shows up when I need it. I am never without because there is always more. When I have to spend a big chunk of money, sometimes I still get a little nervous, right? Told y'all my father was frugal. It's in my DNA. I can't help it, right? I'm not frugal, but I get a little nervous. I remind myself constantly, there is always more money. Money always returns to me. There's always more money. I can spend this money. There's always more money. More money is always going to come to me. And that's how you should feel too. All right, what y'all talking about? Oh, hi, Keisha. Dr. Fran. Hi, Keisha. I'm so happy to be in attendance. I'm glad you're here too, all the way from the UK. Gladly hereby, I love that. I gladly hereby sow my seed into the remarkable, rich, luxurious, extremely fertile soil. You got that right, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Denise. Is it? No, it's not Denise. It's Deneen. Is it Deneen? Y'all know I'll mess up some names. Y'all know it. Deneen. I am so happy I finally see you live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank you for being here. And thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let's see. I got some questions. Let me look. Do y'all got some questions? Okay, Denise said, Dr. Fran, what if you struggle with purpose and passion? What if you struggle with purpose and passion? Okay, so I'm going to tell you something about purpose because I feel like it's important. And I don't think that a lot of people say this enough. And I wish somebody would have told me instead of just trying to tell me what I was supposed to do. And then I'm trying to fit into all these boxes that I thought I was supposed to do, which none of them was what I was supposed to do. To find your purpose lies within you, right? And your purpose comes to you when you get deeply consciously connected with yourself. Now, I'm going to tell you a few things you can do to do that. First of all, one of the things that you want to do is figure out what makes you happy. What is the thing that you would do if you did it for free? I say this all the time. That if you had all the money in the world and you could do this one thing for free and you would do it every day, all the time, non-fail, what is that thing? Within there, you'll find some purpose. The next thing you do is you need to make a list of the things that make you happy. Like, what makes you happy? What makes me happy? When you do the list of what makes you happy, you'll find purpose there too. Because the thing that makes you happy will be the thing that you will do without being paid if you didn't have to be paid, right? The other thing about passion is happiness. The happiness is directly connected to both things. Your passion, I am very passionate about helping people grow their money and their prosperity consciousness. I am so passionate about that. And I am very passionate about raising the consciousness of God and connecting to that consciousness to help people get out these little boxes, right? That is something that I would do regardless. If God said to me today, I just want you to teach and kind of like he has, I want you to teach, I got you. I got you. I'm going to prosper every single thing you do. Don't worry about it. You just do what I tell you to do. Once I wrap my head around that and I realize that I absolutely love what I do. Like, I love this. I love getting on here talking to y'all. I love tapping in the spirit, hearing what the angels and the Holy Spirit has to say so I can tell y'all. That brings me joy. So that's where you have to go. You got to go within. You got to go in here. And I'm going to suggest that you get a journal, get some notebooks, and start writing things out. Ask yourself some questions. This is what I always tell my mentees. The very first thing I do is I give them a list of questions. And I say, you take the ones that resonate with you, and then you come back to me and we'll talk about it. But the other thing I want you to ask yourself is, what would I do if I didn't have to do anything else? What's the one thing I would do if I didn't have to do nothing else? Ask yourself that question. Blessings to you. Let me know how that turns out. Okay, so I really don't know what Kevin's talking about here. But, okay. Let's see. I love that. Kayla, ha, ha, ha. I love that. Let's see here. Sharonda. If you come into some money and it's the amount you need to pay a bill, are you still obligated to tithe off the money that you just came into? Absolutely. Yeah. You're not obligated. Let me say that. You're not obligated to do anything. Tithing's not an obligation, right? You're not obligated to do anything. Tithing is a commitment, right? So if you have committed, like I have made a prosperity contract with God, which I change every year. Sometimes I change it every 6 months. Like I'm going to change it right now. And I teach my students about the prosperity contract in certain classes. But anyway, in my prosperity contract, I have chosen to do this thing. So I tell God, this is what I will do with the prosperity you bless me with, right? So I list out the things that I will do. I will support single moms because I'm passionate about that and I know what that's like. I will help to feed the homeless and make sure people have water. I will do it in these cities. So I tell God what I would do. I will minister to these people. I lay it all out, right? And then I say, this is what I desire for you to do for me, right? I committed to giving back my 10% and above. That's my commitment that I stand 10 toes down on. I tell everybody I tithe my way to wealth. I have tithed my way to wealth. You're not obligated to do anything. You are not obligated to do anything, but I can tell you this beyond the shadow of a doubt. If you tithe or sow that seed, right, into fertile ground, doesn't have to be my ground, it doesn't have, into fertile ground that you know is good, where you receive your spiritual nourishment from, your spiritual food. And if you tithe that seed the right way, with the right mindset, with the right intentions, and with faith, God is going to double not what you gave, but what you received. That's how it works. But you can't tithe because you feel like there's an obligation. We're not obligated to tithe. God's not going to get mad at you if you don't tithe. Like he's not going to get mad because he's not really losing anything if you don't. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to love you any less if you don't. But the law is this. You don't even have to follow that law. You're not obligated to. However, if you make a commitment to it, you should do it. And that's anything. Anything that you commit to, you should do it. Just like I've committed to be here every Wednesday and talk to you about money and money matters and all kinds of stuff, whatever's going on, I have to be here. Sometimes I can't be here on a Wednesday, but I told God I would show up every week, so I'm here till this specific time. I'm here. And if I don't come on Wednesday, I'm here on Thursday. I'm going to show up that week unless I'm sick. God knows I don't get sick. So there you go. You're not obligated, baby. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Thank you, Monica. And you know what? I don't take money advice from females. It's not a good idea, guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead and block you. And we're going to move you. Because we don't need negativity and you don't know what you're talking about. You take advice from a man who's not a man. You're not a man. Why would you take advice from a man? Bye. You shouldn't even be here. If you don't want to take advice, why are you here? Because you're not going to disrupt my spirit. Let's go ahead and remove this person and block her, please. Next. Beauty Boss. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's keep it moving. I thought we had this fixed where you had to be subscribed to comment, but maybe that's only for so long. We'll fix it. Don't y'all worry about it. We're not gonna worry about that kind of foolishness. I mean, that's foolishness. Goodbye, girl. Let's see. Monica. Dr. Fran, God led me to you because you cannot get this kind of teaching in church. So grateful for you. So one of the reasons that I started teaching about the prosperity consciousness, and you're very welcome, is because I wasn't taught it. I wasn't taught that God wanted me to be rich. Like I went to swim class today, y'all, before I went to my book club. And I was in the pool talking to this lady, and she said, do you guys know? And I didn't know this, so I'm gonna share this fact with you. She's very, very wealthy, and she told me that back in the day that Jewish people could not own land. So long time ago, Jewish people could not own land, so they bought banks, right? They bought banks, like where we keep our money. And she said that they bought banks because Christian people would not buy banks because they thought money was bad. That leads me to my story about why I do this. That's how I was raised. Y'all know the story. I'm not going to go all into that. But traditionally, very, very religious, and thought that it was better for me to be poor and to give everything away. I am still a big giver. If you've been around here for any length of time, I used to give away thousands of dollars a year. Not to people who try to pull on my heartstrings with, oh, Dr. Fran, you said this and this happened. I'm like, you realize I can see, right? You do realize I can see. Just FYI. Anyway, but I was one of those people that thought it was better for me to be poor because God would love me more if I was poor. And that's not at all. That if God wanted us to be poor, why did he bless his people in the word? We're not taught about the millionaires in the Bible. In the very beginning, Isaac and Abraham were two of the wealthiest people in the Bible. God blessed them with so much land. They used to live together. Y'all know the story? They used to live together, and they couldn't even live together no more because they had so much land and cattle and sheep and all of those things. We don't have those things no more, right? Well, I mean, I guess farmers and stuff do. And again, land's not bad. Okay. But what I'm saying is that if God would bless them like that, Job was a millionaire. Very rarely are you going to hear somebody coming across the pulpit and telling you about the millionaires in the Bible. Now, Joel Osteen used to talk about it. I know Reverend Ike used to talk about it too. But very rarely do you hear people talking about that. They talk about how you should give to the church, but they don't tell you that in your giving, you should expect a return from God. Oral Roberts, where I went to Oral Roberts University, do I still have that book up there? I don't even know where my book is. He wrote this book called Seed Faith. And if I find the link, I'll tag it for y'all. But Oral Roberts was one of the first ministers that started talking about seed faith, giving and the receiving principle, how you should expect a miracle, and how if you're not getting nothing back from your seed and your tithing, it's because you don't expect nothing back. I'm not going to say that the ministers don't know the truth about it, because some of them are really prosperous. I just think that some of them choose not to teach it. And I have nothing against the church. I have nothing against pastors. I have a divinity. I'm a doctor of divinity. I have nothing against it. But I'm going to say this, that if things like this was being taught in church, in school, in the world, do you know how much more prosperous everybody would be in the world? Not just a select group of people. I did not have information. I did not have some information about money until I had money. There were some things that was mind-blowing to me. You can get a tax break for what? You don't have to use your own money for what? You can get a grant for this. You can get money you don't have to pay back. You can put money in here and it's 5-10% interest and you can get it back. What? We're never taught those things. I can have this fund for my daughter and my sons to go to college through the government. Did y'all know about the 529? You can put money in there for your child, and every year the government will match it. Did you know that? No, you didn't know that, because I didn't know that. Just somebody who had a whole lot of money told me. There are so many ways to grow your money. But you have to know that you should have it first. Why shouldn't you? Why you gonna wait till your it's nothing wrong with your man giving you money, because mine gives me money and there's nothing wrong with that. But why you gonna wait till your man give you money so you can go get your nails done? You should have nail money. You should always have money stashed back in your wallet, not a credit card. I'm talking about some cash. You should always have some money in your wallet. You should always have some money in your person, period. And you should not have to wait for somebody to give it to you. You shouldn't even have to wait for your paycheck every 2 weeks. You should always have some money, because money is available. Let me just tell y'all, you better ask somebody. Let me see. Oh, congratulations, Tiffany. She just had a baby. A baby girl 2 weeks ago. And you're ready to attract more financial abundance into your life so you can take care of her. I love that. Oh, blessings to you and your baby girl. I love that. Congratulations. Oh. Okay. Can you get more into the living in the end? It's about the feeling. For instance, let me move this paper, y'all. For instance, I want to make a certain amount of money. How do we really live in the end? So you're asking me about you already having the money, feeling like you already have the money. Okay, so I've told this story before, but I'm gonna tell a different one. I'm gonna tell a car story. I may have told this one before, but I'm gonna use this one. So I wanted this really expensive car. Boy, do I know better now. But anyway, I wanted this really expensive car, and it was so cute, and I really wanted this car. And I had the lower car, I had the same make car, not the same model. They were two different models. But I already had the make of this car, but it was a lower version of the one I wanted. Like it was nothing like the one I wanted. And I remember saying, when I walked off the lot with this particular car, I said to them, I'll be back to get that car. And the guy said, I know you will. I said, oh no, you don't know, but I'll be back. So I put it on my vision board. And I have my vision board at that time in my office. So I would look on the wall. Now I have, I used to have a chalkboard vision board. Not a chalkboard, a magnetic vision board, where you could just magnetically put stuff on the wall. Anyway, I would look at this every day and I would say, look at my car. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be killing it in my car, boy. I'm gonna be cruising, I'm gonna look so good in my car, right? Then every time I would see that car on the street, because you know how when you look at a car, you notice a car, you want a car, you start to see the car all the time. So I would be driving my car, which was the lesser of that car. And when somebody would drive by me, I'd be like, look at them driving my car. Oh, ain't it so cute? I would be behind somebody. I'd be, oh, look at them driving my car. I know you love that car, don't you? Because I love mine. I would just start to basically pretend that I already had the car. And it was easy for me to do it because I had clarity that this was what I wanted and I was going to have this car. I already knew it was done. I just couldn't physically sit in the seat of the car yet. But I already had the car in my mind, right? So for you, the same with money is that you might have to do little things with money that maybe you would not do right now. So if you would say you would never go out and have a $75 dinner, right? Say maybe your dinners, you keep them under $45 or whatever. Go treat yourself to $75 dinner, knowing that the money's going to return to you because you have so much money. You're not even worried about this. Like, get dressed up, look cute, go out, treat yourself to dinner. You have to do things to raise the vibration. It's called leveling up to what we want. If you're leveling low, right? If you're leveling low and this is your standard of living right now, it's going to be hard to level up, right? So I say things, and I still say these things every day. I say, I am open and available for more. That's why I wrote the I deserve what I desire powerful mantras and the affirmations, because a lot of people get hung up on the words, and you don't have to use my exact words, but these specific set of words work, right? So you take them and you rearrange them so they feel good to you. So I say things like, I attract so much money all the time, so it doesn't matter if I spend this money because more money is always coming into me. You know, I love being able to treat myself to dinner. Like, I take myself out to dinner without my husband, without, my family. Like, once a month, I go out to dinner. Sometimes I'll take Beauty Boss with me if she's available. But I go to the nicest restaurant. I sit at the bar with all the fancy, very wealthy people. And I order me some food and I eat it. And I pull out my American Express and I pay it. I don't think about how much it costs. And I know y'all gonna say, yeah, that's Fran, you can do that now. Yeah, TT, now you can do that. But I did that even back then. Because you want to raise your prosperity vibration. You cannot hang down here and ask for more expensive things. Like, I would do things like, I would go buy, like even this dress shirt, for instance. Like, I would go buy this dress shirt. This dress shirt looks really expensive. I got this shirt off of Amazon for $12. Who would know that? Right? But it makes me feel good because it's cute and it looks good. You have to do things to raise your energetic vibration. What are you available for? Are you available for more money? Or are you feeling like, okay, I'm down here playing a little small because this is the money I'm available for. I don't know if bigger money's going to come. That's how you get the results you want in the end. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Let me see. Am I missing something? Did I miss something, y'all? Speaking of, I'm hungry right now. See, I shouldn't have been talking about no food. Thank y'all for the super chats. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's question that did the super chats. Let's see. Money is energy. CC Blessed 2 said money is energy. It is energy. It is such an energetic frequency. And you have to be available for it. Look at Frans Fam all telling Tiffany congratulations. See, that's why I love y'all. Y'all are so good. Y'all are so good. Y'all just good people. Good people attract good people. I believe that. Sophia said, how do you attract money if you don't have any income? That's today. I am in your situation. I just don't have any income right now. I don't understand that I'm in your situation. I just don't have any income right now. You're in my situation? Or if you don't have, how do you attract money if you don't have any income? That's today. Are you meaning that are you talking about the story I told about the client thing that you're not, okay, so the way to attract, you don't have to have income to attract money. You don't have to have any money to attract money. You have to be specific about the amount of money you want to attract and script it and word it and know that it's going to come, right? So if you were in my situation back when I had clients, the way that I changed that mindset, well, I still have clients, but the way that I changed that mindset was I began to script out the type of clients that I wanted. I didn't just ask for clients, I asked for clients with money. A lot of people do that too. A lot of people be like, I want more clients. I need to have more clients. No, you want more clients with money that are ready to spend the money, right? So, God, send me some clients that need what I have to offer and that I can benefit, that have the money to spend for my services. Thank you. That's just one way you can do it, Lord, but you can really do it however you want to. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to have money to make money. You just need to be specific and continue to move forward with what you're doing. So I'm assuming you own a business. And if you own a business, then continue to work in your business. Ask for your angels of creativity. Ask for your angels of abundance. Ask for your angels of prosperity. There's so many angels you can ask for. You can even ask for an angel to help you create an offer that is going to have an amazing launch and that will sell out. You don't need to have money to make money. And you don't need to have money to attract money. I had no money when I got my first $200,000. I had no money. I was wondering if she was sending me something. Okay. Thank you, CC. I'm glad you're here. This is your third live. This is your third live. Yay! I'm going to get a horn. I keep saying I'm going to get a horn, y'all, but I'm going to get a horn. Next time I'm on here, I'm going to have a horn. A horn. I'm talking about when you were in debt. Oh, yeah, that was rough. Did you watch that video? How I attracted $100,000. How I manifested $100,000 and cleared the debt. If you haven't, I'm gonna suggest you go watch that. And also, I think I have a video about how to manifest money when you don't have a job or any money. And what I'm going to tell you to do is to stop focusing on the debt. Because if you focus, and I know, oh my gosh, I know that is so hard to do. And I know you like this lady. I know that's hard to do. I have been there. I've been there probably more times than I'd like to admit, honestly. Paid it off, ran it back up. Paid it off, ran it back up because I didn't have good money habits, But you have to not focus on the debt. What you want to focus on is the debt being paid. You want to focus on the debt being paid. Not the debt you have, but I'm so thankful that my debt is paid in full. And that's what somebody else said that in our 21-day debt detox, that they kept focusing on their debt being paid and debt being paid, and they ended up getting a check. That's what it was. They ended up getting a check. Wasn't that it, Erica? I think she ended up getting a check for the amount that she needed to clear her debt. And she was scared to use the check because she didn't think more money was going to come. So focus on that. My debts are cleared. I'm so thankful for the way being made and the money coming to me to clear my debt. Focus on that. But go check out those videos. They really are actually good. And I'm going to tell you how good how I cleared a $100,000 debt is. God got me up out the bed to record that video. If you look at my eyes, I was not feeling well. I was really having a horrible sinus attack. My eyes were really, really bad and small, if you ask me, smaller than normal. But God said, you need to get up and go do this. And I did not want to do it. I didn't. But I did it. And a lot of people have had breakthroughs from that video. So go check it out. Blessings to you on that. So if we want an extra, okay, Bria. So if we want an extra $10,000, do we go around saying, I am so grateful I received an extra $10,000? Write it down, tape it in the bathroom mirror, say it when we're driving. You can do that. You can do it. Yes, you can do. I'm so thankful for this $10,000. I'm so thankful I make thousands and thousands of dollars a day. I'm so thankful I have $10,000 in my bank account right now. I am so thankful for this $10,000. Thank you. I make so much money. I have so much money. I receive thousands of dollars a day. I receive hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. I have so much money. That's how you talk to money, because as someone else said up here, money's an energy. Money comes to you when you call it. I have so much money. Oh my God, I got so much money. Oh, look at that. I got another sale today. Oh my gosh, I got another client today. I have so much money. Thank you, God, for the money. I cannot wait to get home and tithe. I cannot tell y'all how many times I've said in my car, I cannot wait to get home and tithe. Oh my God, I got to get tithe. I got to tithe. I got to tithe. Because I know that when I tithe, I'm going to receive more and more and more. I'm so happy. Thank you, God. You have to talk to money and talk about money like you talk about things that aren't money, that you shouldn't be talking about. You know how we talk about this stuff we ain't supposed to be talking about? That's how you need to engage with your money. I am so thankful. Yes. So your answer is yes. I'm sorry. I'm going out on a rant tangent. Let me stop. Yes, that's the answer. You can. Sorry I talked. Oh, that's okay. Sophia, it's fine. I got it. You're fine. And Britt said this is the second time today that she's heard the exact advice. Don't focus on the debt. You don't focus on anything that you don't want to multiply. So I'm going to tell y'all a story. When I wanted a partner, right? When I wanted to be in love and I felt like I had time for that, right? I remember saying, okay, I think I'm tired of being alone now. I'm tired of being alone. I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm tired of being by myself. And I would go out and men wouldn't even talk to me. Men always talk to me. If it could be about something really small, like they like the color of my hands, or I've mastered the art of my feminine aura. And that took me some work to do because I had to do a lot of cord cuttings and detachments, work on myself, because I was very independent and strong. I was raised that way. Y'all know about Southern women. They're raised to be very strong and independent. You should be ladylike, but you still have to be strong and independent. And then in college, studying a good old boy field, I just had to really be very strong. So my masculine was outweighing my feminine as far as energy was concerned. Now, I still looked very much like a girl, and I was still very girly because I'm a Libra, and that's how we are. But I was not projecting any feminine come hither energy, right? So I remember saying, okay, I'm going to work on myself first, and I'm going to get some stuff healed that I need to get healed. I'm going to do these card cuttings. I'm going to take me some spiritual baths. I'm going to take me some baths in our detox bath, and I'm going to do all these things that I tell everybody else to do. And I am going to find the love of my life, or they're going to find me, right? I remember saying that. And I went out a couple of days later to, I think, was it the farmer's market or something like that? But after the farmer's market, I went to the bookstore. I don't remember where I went first, but I do absolutely remember where I went second. I went to a bookstore, and there was this really good-looking guy in there. And, okay, I'm ready for a partner. I don't know what happened. Anyway, he says, gosh, you're tall. And I was like, I am. It's what, 5'9", 5'10"? I said 5'11", almost 6 foot. 6'2" with heels on. And I just kind of kept going on about my business. And he goes, those are cute flowers. And I said, oh, thank you. Now, he was sitting down, so I knew he was at least as tall as me. So he was just still trying to talk, and I was like, okay, well, have a good day. So, you know, they have little coffee shops in the bookstores or whatever. And I went over there, and I hear this voice behind me. He says, can I buy you some coffee? And I turned around, he was 6'8". I was like, oh, Okay. Mm-mm. You can buy me some coffee. Right? The moral of the story is that happened because I was ready. Right? I was allowing my energy and my essence to go out and say, I'm ready. I'm ready for a partner, a good partner. Now, I didn't just say I was ready for a partner. I said I was ready for a good partner. Somebody who, and I did my scripting and got exactly what I wanted. The moral of the story is that we focus on what we focus on multiplies and grows. If we focus on the lack of something, we're going to receive the lack of that thing. If we focus on plentiful, more, there's more than enough, there's always enough. Oh, God is so good because there's so much of it. You're going to get that. Focus on what you want, not what you don't. And we do not want more debt. Let's say. I'm going to talk about money like it's a double chocolate cake and a new Bridgerton season. Oh, you and Beauty Boss, don't talk about that. Dr. Fran, I find myself falling asleep to your teachings at night, and it's so peaceful and beautiful to receive in my spirit. Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you. You know what? I fall asleep to my not my manifestations. I fall asleep to my own meditations at night on YouTube. I listen to the Wealthy Woman meditation that I make all the time because that's something that I say every single day. I have that mantra, because that's a mantra, on my mirror. But I also listen to it in my ear. And it's good to listen to people's voices, because I have a couple of other people that I listen to when I'm sleeping. It's good to listen to people's voices that soothe you. And I guess there's something about my voice. When I was younger, I used to hate my voice. I just was like, why do I sound like this? But now I can be someplace, stand in someplace talking, and somebody will come in that knows me, that knows my voice, and they'll say, I knew that was you talking. I know your voice. So God obviously has done something with the voice. So yeah, I listen to myself too. Used to didn't like the way I sound. I love it now. Thank you. Yes, now I can wear the highest platforms, and now I have boys that are 6'8", 6'7", and then I have a shrimp daughter. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Well, she says she's not a shrimp. Right now she thinks she's taller than me because she's 5'9". She swears I've shrunk. I have not shrunk. And she's in the background going, uh-huh. She swears I have not shrunk, right? I have not shrunk. I've lost weight, but I have not shrunk in height. Let me just say that. Okay, anyway, I'm not thinking about her. Let's see. What else? Miss Linda! You now come over here on here when we get off of here. I told your testimony earlier about your vision board and you moving to Texas and how you had $15,000 and didn't have no money from Cashapp. I told that testimony earlier. I didn't know you was coming. Hi, Miss Linda. Love you. It's good to see you here. Let's see. Let me see. What else I got, y'all? Oh. Let's see. Did I miss something? I'm trying to see if I missed something, y'all. I still move. Did I miss anything? I don't want to miss any questions. Okay, so somebody says, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name because I am going to tear it up. But your middle name is Alma. I remember that. Alma. So her first name is N, middle name is Alma, last name is with an R. I'm not going to try. I'm really not. I don't want to offend you. It says, part of me is still skeptical about everything, but I was here last Wednesday and I asked for a debt-free life. I received a feasible option for I asked for a debt-free life last Wednesday. Okay. I received a feasible option for paying one of my debts this week and a new client. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I have been doing this for 25 plus years right now, I think. Maybe. I know 25 years ago was the first time I did my first angel card reading. But I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing it in church. I did this in church. I used to give prophecy in church with the bishop who ordained me. Whole another story, y'all. Y'all didn't even know that about TT, did y'all? Being skeptical, and I understand that. I know you're not saying you're skeptical of me. You're saying you're skeptical of everything. I get it. But that doesn't offend me anymore. It may offend some people, but it doesn't offend me anymore. You know why? Because I know that it's God that moves through me. So it doesn't offend me that anybody is skeptical or don't believe. I'm sure that a lot of people that come on here and get messages or do whatever I tell them didn't believe at one point. I understand that completely, but I will tell you this. I always tell people, if I tell you something and it resonates, great. If you feel like you need to sit with it, that's cool too. I always tell people to go ask God about me and go ask God about the information I gave you. You don't have to take anything I'm telling you. You don't have to do anything that TT tells you to do. We have free will. We have free mind. We can do whatever we want to do. I give you what I'm given, nothing more, nothing less. I give you what I've learned and what I've experienced it. And if it's from me, I'll say this is story time, or this is, let me tell you something, let me tell you a story, whatever. But when it's from spirit, I don't back down on what I know, because I know a lot, but I don't know as much as God knows. And I never back down on something that God gives me or tells me to do, ever. So I understand that, and you have to grow your faith in the way that you grow your faith, but I'm really glad that you got a feasible way so you can be debt free. Congratulations. You got something off that live last week. Portia, if you sent an petition, we got it, and it's on the altar for 30 days. Hi, Carissa. Dr. Fran, can you discuss fasting one day? Oh, hi, Rashida. Yes, of course. I will discuss fasting and prayer. We'll do that. I will. I used to love to fast. We used to fast so much. Oh, my goodness. Don't even let me start talking about Francis and fasting. That's my mama. Okay, let's see. No, the petition is not the same as sowing the seed. So what you do is, if you have a specific prayer request when you sow a seed to me, you put it in the notes, or however you send it, I don't know. But you can put it in the notes, or you can just email the team. And what we do is we put your petition and we pray over it on the altar for 30 days. It's prayed over every day for 30 days. So they're two different things. Your petition is what your request is, right? Your intention for your seed. What do you desire? What do you expect? Things like that. Carissa gonna say, where's my cousin Beauty Boss? Carissa, don't start with me. Look at her, see? Don't start, y'all not gonna start with me. And I heard Carissa last week, you said, I want to know what she know about Gunna. I don't know nothing about Gunna other than what these kids tell me. Okay? I don't know nothing about Gunna like that. How you doing, Carissa? Let's see. How can I join and sow a seed? Okay, so it depends on what you want to join. You can join the channel. You can look and see what that is. Sowing a seed and joining the channel are two different things. But you can join this channel and you'll get different stuff because I'll be going more in depth with those tiers, those 2 tiers. You can sow a seed and send a petition via email. Don't put your petition out here for everybody to see because that ain't everybody's business. If you want to join like the 21-day debt detox, we have a waiting list right now. You can do that. You can go to the Intentional Living Academy. We'll put the oh, wait a minute. The Debt Detox is not in the Intentional Living Academy. Baby, you got to tell me what you want to join. So you can just send an email and they'll talk to you and talk you through it. But there's a lot of things that you can join where you get me live a lot. Some of y'all want me a lot. Y'all are going to get me a lot. Aren't you excited? Some of y'all probably like, no. Let's see. Yeah, y'all got to be good. Don't y'all come on here starting no foolishness. You know, it's bad enough Keisha and Beauty Boss. Now we got Carissa and Beauty Boss. Don't y'all come on here with no mess. Okay, let's see. Yes, you can send your petition then, or you can put it in, if you use Square or something like that, you can put it as a note section. So however you do it, babe, it's fine. Anybody else got any questions? I'm ignoring y'all too. I'm ignoring the laughing faces. Is there any more questions? Do y'all have any more questions? Okay, so so I do want to, I'm gonna share a tip with you guys that I received this week about what was it? Wait a minute, let me look at my notes. Hold on. There was something that I wanted to tell you guys about stocks. Hold on. And I also want to remind you, when I start talking about stocks, don't get nervous. Because you don't need a lot to invest in stocks. But I got a list from my stockbroker, and I'm going to tell you guys 3 stocks to invest in, but I want you to check them out for yourself. And if you have any questions, next week we can talk about this. But this is some of the stuff that we'll be talking about if you join the channel too, in more detail. So Citigroup was one. Citigroup right now has a ratio return of 50.8. Now, I want you to remember that any stock that you invest in, it fluctuates, right? So this is where it comes to you taking care of your money, taking good care of your money, knowing what you're investing in, why you're investing in it, and how it's operating. You shouldn't look at your stocks every day. I don't look at my stocks every day. I would probably lose my mind. I look at my stocks once a week. If it starts to dip down lower than I feel like I can afford, I move it. I sell it or I move it. I want you to do your research. And you have to remember that Citigroup is Citibank. So it owns all of the Citibank MasterCards. Everything is Citigroup. Everything under Citigroup is what you would have stock in. And it's taken about 3 years to get the average revenue growth return. But that's not what you want to focus on. You want to focus on your right now. So Citigroup is one. There's a company called, I don't know, I just heard about this one and I'm excited to do it. It's called Alphabet Inc. and it's owned by Google. Now y'all know that right now Google is buying up Google has its hands in everything. And so it's something to look into. The price sale ratio is 6.8, And again, all of these have a 3-year growth because nobody wants to have their money tied up for 10, 12, 50 years. There's two more, and I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna give you this one. There's two more, Progressive and Spotify. Spotify is leading the pack. It's such a good stock. I've had Spotify stock for a while. I always invest in Spotify and I love it. And then you have Progressive. So my financial advisor and planner told me about these. But you can also go to Forbes Advisor. That's something that you can just Google, and you can look and kind of read up on it. I want to remind you, I'm not a stock broker, but I have made a lot of money in stocks, and I'm just teaching you guys what I'm being taught. So I think that most of these are on Cash App. I'm not sure. But if you are a minimal new investor, you can invest, you can do Robinhood or something like that. The good thing about investing is if you take care of your money will take care of you, which means that if you are aware of what's going on in your bank account, you know whether you want to pull that stock out or put more money in it. Play with it. Oops, sorry, y'all. Play with it a little bit. Okay. Oh, thank you, Brett. And I'm glad you're getting your faith back, and I'm glad I can help you with that, and I want to continue to help you with that. Thank you. Y'all. Thank you. I guess I wasn't supposed to say what I was going to say. Thank you. Thank you. You woke up asking God today to lead me, and He did. I love that. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna answer this, Tiffany, really quick because I think it's important. And then, oh, Jesus, 5 o'clock, gotta go. Okay. Oh, Miss Linda told me. I'm gonna hire Miss Linda to be my PR person because she always check me. Miss Linda told me to tell y'all to make sure to tell y'all about my store, the Woo Woo Girl Collection. I don't know if you guys know I have a spiritual store called the Woo Woo Girl Collection, but I have a store, an online store called the Woo Woo Girl Collection, and you can get all kind of things there. My favorite thing in the store right now is probably my manifestation coffee mugs and my rich girl money candles. I've always got a rich girl money candle going. If I could turn this around and show y'all the rich girl money candle, I keep the rich girl money candle going. Thank you, Miss Linda, for reminding me to do that. Sometimes I forget to do things like that. Thank you. Thank you. What would I do without you? Okay, so she said that every time I attract more money, I rack up more debt. Yes, so let me talk about that because it is a cycle, but it's a mindset cycle. So there's something within you that says, I'm going to get this money, but I know that as soon as I get this money, it's going to be gone, right? When you attract money, but then you attract debt, your mindset is not balanced on I can have this money and I can have more money and I deserve to have this money. So you've got to work on your mindset around money. I deserve to have this money. I can always have money. Money always comes to me and I am worthy of this money. Whenever we attract debt, when we attract money, we're not connected to the truth of I deserve to have money. I deserve this money. I deserve to live this life. I deserve to have the things that I desire. I deserve that. So I want you to check in on what you think. Do you think that money equals debt? Because usually that's the block. I'm going to get this money, but oh my God, when I get this money, I'm going to have to pay this debt. Or a lot of people, I have a lot of clients who come to me and do prosperity sessions. And here's another thing that happens. They attract money, but then they spend it and they get all the things that they've wanted for the longest of time because they feel like they're not going to get any more money. Those are really horrible mindset blocks and really horrible mindset patterns that you have to work to release. So try that and let me know. Okay, y'all. I love y'all, but I gotta go. It's 5 o'clock and I have a class to teach at 6 o'clock and I have not ate a thing. So I love y'all. Thank you for being here with me this Wednesday. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Bye for now. Oh my goodness, I did not realize it was so late and nobody told me.